I don't even know if I want to watch the Arizona LA game. I saw a thing today. It said they were asking Rams fans how long they've been Rams fans.
Mm.
Majority of them said when they moved to the city. I was like, damn. I mean, I guess like if you weren't a fan of any other team and now your city has a team, just take pride in that, I guess.
Yeah.
But then you got one guy who's like, oh yeah, I've been a Rams fan my entire life. Who was the quarterback before Jared Goff? Oh shit, I don't even know. I don't. I was like, come on, man. Guess there is a big difference between a casual fan and true fan.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is K? Are we doing something? He's late. Oh boy. Well, I'm. Oh, here he is. I was gonna say. Let's say we get started with the. Oh. Oh. All right. So, what do we want to start with last night? Do we want to start with?
Well, let's start from the beginning. Let's start.
Start the whole from the beginning.
From,
We'll get to Dallas.
I didn't know.
Get to Dallas. We'll start.
hold on.
We'll
Let me
start from
switch
the
my
beginning.
jacket. Let me switch my jacket. I brought
I
the
didn't
jacket.
know. I
Let me
didn't
switch my
know
jacket.
how long you wanted to hold off to get whatever it was you wanted off your chest. Okay. We'll start with Saturday.
Hold on.
Take care of that real quick. Oh man, fuck! I wrote them down too.
Is that Fred Van Fleet? I'm freaking confused. That's got to be Fred Van Fleet.
Kind of looks like him, doesn't it?
It definitely look like Fred Van Fleet. I want to wear, JAFFO game. You know, I'm finna got we dark, we dark on episode.
I need to
Dark
put more.
mode.
I need to remember to put more fucking pictures and stuff on my computer so I can start putting my background and stuff because I had a few that I could put up from my phone. I can put up in the background for this. But no, actually, I do have something. Hold on. Wait. Virtual background. Let's go. Let's see. That's what we got. Guess we're gonna have to be good enough with this. Oh, come on.
Horrible.
It's a white wall. How does that not work?
Shit, JJ Watt is back. He playing tonight.
Thank God. I need the Cardinals to win.
They said he had his shoulder basically like reconstructed like 10 weeks ago. Now he back for the night.
And Arizona is the fountain of youth.
Oh, all right.
It is for the Phoenix Suns.
Let's get into it. 5, 4, 3, 2. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the All Pro JAFFOs, a Tornado Bros Productions podcast where we bring you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I'm your host, JP. Alongside me, as always, the best DJ in the entire world. Oh, I'm so glad he's here today. I'm so glad he decided not to take the day off, Mr. DJ Mad Sticks.
It's good. Happy MLK Day.
And we got the 6'10 beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K.
We need you up, people.
He's looking like a Sith. We really are.
That's how I do it.
It really is like a moment of mourning.
I'll tell you, dark mode. I'm in dark mode. Hey, look.
I'll put the morning hood on when we get to it. But what a fucking weekend it has been for the All Pro JAFFOs. On Saturday, we had the Bay Area Cali Classic, which we had the honor to be able to go and have our own commentary to our on our YouTube channel, and just being able to talk to some of the kids and be able to witness the game. And my God, what a game it was. The year before, we knew Valley had won decisively, but this one, Kay, you said it best, and I can really agree with you. This was probably one of the best high school games, let alone an all-star game, that at least I had witnessed in a long time. So from start to finish, the game ended 28-21, but in overtime, it just back and forth, and these kids were basically playing as if it was like a state championship, like as if it was all out on the line. They were all putting their heart and souls out into this game because, there's always a prospect of getting looked at and getting film out there that a coach might be able to see and want to bring you on board. And a lot of these kids played with that fire. Like what you guys had more of a better view, especially UK. You had more of a better vantage point during certain times of the game. We could only see, or at least I could only see so much from the corner that I was at. From the field and what you were seeing and hearing and feeling, what was it like right there on the field? What was what was it like?
So for me, I gotta agree with your point. Yes, it is one of the best games, but for me, like I said, it's top 5 California games for me because I don't see some good fucking games in Florida, bro. Like all-star game or not, you know what I'm saying? I don't see some pretty fucking good games, but for sure top five California high school games I've seen. I've seen a few. You know what I mean? Quite a few. So, but yeah, on the field, at first, like the first half, I was telling these kids that they were asking me who I think would win, and I was telling them, I'm like, I'm not sure because the Valley has more energy. Like they playing with a lot more energy and stuff like that. But the Bay is like getting plays. Like they're getting in the first half, they were getting like pretty good chunk plays. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's a really good play. Like that's a really good play. But then defenses were prevailing. You know what I mean? Because obviously, because it was a what 4-score game essentially, 3-4, yeah, 3-4 game. You know what I mean? So,
I mean,
like I feel like it was really cool. Second half though, to finish my point, second half, like the energy was different. It felt different. Like it got really intense. It was really cool. Like just seeing everybody just coming together on both sides of the field. Because I was going on both sides, getting angles and pictures and videos and stuff like that. So it was really cool just seeing the energy and seeing how they came and played together. Everybody was cheering for each other. They was like rooting for each other. It was really cool. It was like no selfishness. I'm trying to get my tape. Like, no, it was like they were really trying to win the game. Like that was the most important thing for them. And that's a applaud to the coaches that was there on point. You know what I'm saying? Like they had them organizing, you know what I mean, doing their thing and having them focus on the actual main goal was to win the game. You know what I mean? Bragging rights and stuff like that. Like your plays will come if you're doing your job. You know what I mean? So that was reiterated through the kids, and you could tell on the play, and it came out to be a really good product.
The whole game, like, what were you thinking, Mad Six? I saw you had a few moments where you were getting real into it and everything.
It was some good football. Yeah, there were some good plays. I jumped up a few times on a couple of them picks, especially when he almost ran that back. I was like, you just want to see them all win. It's not like it's no big eyes, little U's. It's like they're out there just playing team ball, and you can tell they're all playing together. So it was, cool to see, and they was out there just having fun, and so it was.
That was that. So we figured out. Remember when we talked about it, we were confused on who got the almost pick six, because again, people, words can only describe so much about what it is that we witnessed at this game. If you can go to National High School, I think it's National High School Association. If that's who it is. It their streaming service or their YouTube channel or whatever it is that
I think so. Yeah.
NHS, yes. I believe it's National High School Streaming Service.
NHS
go over there. NHSAA?
Yeah, you were right.
Okay, so go there, watch the game for yourself. It was you can hear commentary from our side here at the Pernay Brothers Productions on YouTube, but the view field wise was, again, like Leslie had said it, we're the budget program, so we tried to get as much as we could with what we had. And I still think with what we had, we, had a pretty good product, and it was entertaining and, and everything else like that. We got to talk with the Valley offensive MVP, John Taylor, after the game, who gave some credit to Rays for his performance, which is pretty cool. Did not tell him to say any of that. Did not say, hey, why don't you give, we put the Rays cans there for our own, product placement and everything like that, but we did not tell him to say any of that. But he said he had some, what was it, at halftime or just before the game, and it got him up and ready to go. And, he performed really well. But the confusion that we had, because I remember we thought it was the same kid who got the almost pick six that it was who ended the game in overtime. And wasn't. The kid who almost got the pick six was Willie Clifton, the DB out of Kimball High School. And the one who ended the game was Ezreal Vasquez of Lincoln High School in Stockton. So 2-3, the numbers looked very similar. And all these kids, most of them had, the stickers of their teammates, and they were just, a typical all-star game. You guys already know the kids taking the stickers from the teammates that they have from their respective schools and just putting it all over the helmet, nice little designs and everything that they got going there. So it really, especially from our angle, it was kind of hard to tell what numbers and who was who, because there were a lot of big kids. There were a lot of kids who were about the same size, or a lot of kids who basically dripped themselves out the same way. Like it was just that, it was the jerseys were really nice. At least for the kids, for the Bay team. I think they were going for red, but it came out orange. I'm not sure, or if orange was I mean, either way, whether it was red or orange, the orange from the bottom of the pants that go up into the jersey and it meshes into the black, that looked really nice. The Valley team had the blue pants and that meshed up into the white since they were the away team. Really cool jerseys. Really cool event. The crowd is really, like Kay said, the Valley team, their crowd from start to beginning was in that game, cheering, celebrating, chants, music, every single thing that you can possibly think of as a crowd that would want to get into a high school game. This was the crowd for the Valley that you wanted to have. Like, that was just the Bay Area. At first, it was kind of slow, but then getting towards the end, obviously everyone was getting rowdy. The game was getting intense. It was 21-14 all the way till about the end of the game, and the Valley defense, my God, like, couldn't say enough of that defense. All those kids who were, we have a list, but the kids that played, it was just, it was actually really cool to see how much intensity and competitiveness, that these kids played with. And, the Valley getting the last touchdown to tie the game, and then the pick six, or the almost pick six. Literally, people, there were 11 seconds on the clock. Bay Area was trying to drive it. They were on the Valley side of the field. I believe it was at the 25, 30, somewhere around there. Around there, coming in towards us. Again, it was I want to get his name right. Willie Clifton jumps in front of the receiver, picks off the pass, runs down the sideline, breaks a couple of tackles. I believe he ran into his own teammates a couple of times during the run, getting in and out. It got really heavy with a whole lot of people in one small space. Happened to get out of that, trying to run to the opposite side of the field. As clock running down, clock hits 0. He gets shoestring tackled at the 2-yard line to send the game into over. To pick six, to walk it off from there on, the way that it happened, that would have been, mind-blowing. Game was incredible enough as it is. But then you go into overtime, and there's still, the Valley gets in there. They get in. I believe it was their first 3 plays. Their first play was a big chunk, getting them relatively close. So where the last 2 plays, they drilled that in easily. And then the Bay came in trying to answer back. And then again, number 2, Ezreal Vasquez of Lincoln High School jumped in front of the pass, picked it off. Valley team celebrates in victory. They go back to back as the Bay Area Cali Classic champions for this year. Again, this is the 6th year that the Bay Area Cali Classic has been around, but it's the 2nd time that it's been the Bay versus the Valley. So the Valley, again, this time it was actually really close compared to last year's. But again, these kids, they put it all out there. A few of them looked like they got hurt. Again, I haven't gotten any. I haven't, on my side, haven't gotten any updates on how they're doing, but I hope nothing too serious. Maybe it's just a cramp or a sprain, or something that they can come back from quickly. Hopefully, it's, again, nothing too serious, and prayers go out to them. But again, all these kids, they put it all out there. Real quick, the MVPs for both teams. The academic MVP for the Bay Area was Ryan Rogers. Offensive MVP was Drayon Paul, the quarterback out of McClymonds High School. Talk to him a little bit actually on social media today. We're going to schedule something to be able to talk to him pretty soon. Defensive MVP Ben Narori, trying to work on him as well. Academic MVP, I couldn't catch his name, and I couldn't catch the number that it was to be able to get who it was that won the academic MVP. I just know the kid had a 4.12 GPA, the highest GPA on his squad. That's why he got the academic MVP. Leslie, if you're listening or watching or whatever, get us on that so we can know and be able to give this kid the credit that he deserves.
We got a jersey
Offense.
number. We just don't know who he is.
What's the jersey number? Do we remember?
I think it's 77 because I got a picture of him in the pictures I sent. There's a picture of him. It's the dude with the beard that looked like the grown man. He got a full beard.
He did look like
Will Smith,
grown man.
when Will Smith was talking about that kid in Bad Boys, he was talking about this kid too. I swear he was talking about him.
Was it 77 or was it 76? Because there's no 77 on the roster that I was given.
Well, yes, it's the dude with the beard in the pictures I sent you.
Hold on, I'm gonna look through the pictures while he looks through the roster.
I really want to make sure that this kid gets the credit that he deserves, because I don't remember what it was the name that was out there, but I promise we'll get back to it once we figure it out. Offensive MVP John Taylor. We guys saw the post-game interview that we had with him after the game. Talked to him a little bit on social media and stuff like that today. Gonna talk to him. It was 77, right?
From the Valley.
Yeah, so I got no 77 here
from the Valley team?
On the Valley team on the roster. So again, I'm gonna figure out who that was.
Man, he ain't on the roster. He's from Bishop. He's from that one school.
Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah.
He playing for Bishop Sycamore. Yeah. Hey, my boy got a part-time job as a plumber. He on contract. That's why he out here. He just want to play football. He ran up like Buddy from Remember the Titans.
His beard was thicker than dudes on fucking Matchstick's background right now. Like,
oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's baby.
His beard was thicker than mine right now, bro. Like,
I promise you, that's Fred Van Fleet. If not, that's his brother. That's Fred Van Fleet.
Again, all love, all jokes and everything. That's a big ass kid, and he looks like a grown ass man already. But once we figure it out who that was, academic MVP for the Valley team, whether it's later on in this show or next show or whatever, he's going to get the credit he deserves, I promise. John Taylor, again, offensive MVP. And then the defensive MVP was Ethan Day of the Valley squad. So, I mean, for the defensive MVP shit, you could have given it to anybody on that defense, from giving it to Ezreal, giving it to Willie, giving it to the entire defensive line, whoever it was. It was really a crapshoot on who you could have given the defensive MVP to for the Valley team. I mean, the Bay defense was good, but I mean, man, again, we're just calling it like it is, people. We're not disrespecting any of these kids. We're giving them all the credit they deserve of being on the field and doing what they did. But you got to call it like it is. The Valley defense was something impressive. No,
the Bay defense wasn't no slouches either. They had some. They weren't kids on that team too.
No, like I said, they weren't any slouches. They weren't bad at all.
For sure, they had some good kids over there.
But I'm just saying, like, the Valley I mean, maybe it was just collective as a team, the amount of pressure and stuff like that they were able to do, especially early on. Like, it was eye-opening for me. Like I said, it was very impressive. And who's Ezra Palmer? He was the big one on the Bay team. He's one kid that I want to talk to, and
I'm telling him and number 13. One of the DBs, they kept calling the first half. They just kept calling them two names. Yep. Number 13 on the Bay team was out there balling too on the first half.
Dominic Tuyer, the wide receiver DB out of California high school.
Yeah, they kept calling his name in the first half for sure. I'm like, kid making plays. I'm like, all right, I see that. I see you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
Ezra
saying? I remember
Palmer.
him for sure. They had some
He,
good plays on the backers. I seen one play, the one of the doggone D tackles, he just beat them behind, beat the offensive guard behind, made the sack real quick. I'm like, dang, that play was fast as heck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, that thing, the boy was moving. I'm telling you, they had some good plays on that Bay team too now. That's why the
yeah,
game was close.
yeah, that's very true. Very true. Drayon Paul, again, the offensive MVP, the quarterback for the Bay Area team. I mean, he helped keep him in it for sure. Marcus Saunders as well. Him and Drayon were in and out, basically kind of switching the reps, as well as the Valley team was doing that same thing with Nicholas Coronado and Cruz Herrera, number 6 and number 10 on Valley. So they were swapping back and forth, but both quarterbacks for both teams were putting on a show. I mean, all the kids overall. I mean, we talked to Leslie afterwards. She had said, by far this ranks at the top of games that have been played for the Bay Area Cali Classic. And I mean, I couldn't agree more. If coaches are going to end up seeing this afterwards, they're going to be very impressed with what they see because, again, uh, it's not very often that you get excited at an all-star game because, mostly kids try not to get hurt. They're in for a series or two to kind of get a little bit of film, but then get out because they don't want to get hurt on their way out to college or wherever it is that they're going to go. So the tempo and really the for lack of a better word, the hype that goes into a game is not always there when it comes to high school games. But this one, there was just something completely different about it. It literally felt like both of these teams had been playing with each other all year. There was a lot of camaraderie. There was that brotherhood that was there, that mold that within a few short weeks, credit to the coaches to get the kids to be able to work together as well as they did throughout that game, for both teams. So again, a couple of weeks of practice to be able to do what these kids did, it was very impressive. And shout out to every single one of them that put it on the line out there for both those teams. Yeah, man, that was insane. I found out the kicker, what was his name, for the Valley. I keep forgetting his last name. Yeah, here it is. Garibay. He's a 4.5 star kicker. Did not know that until today.
He was kicking them things.
Oh yeah, he's got a boot on him for sure. He had a couple of touchbacks that like, damn, this kid is actually putting the ball out there. So I mean, wherever he ends up going, good for him. Again, you have kids in this game that some of them haven't been looked at yet. Some of them maybe 0-star, 1-star, 2-star. There was a couple of 3-star. I know Saunders, the quarterback from the Bay Area, he's a 3-star quarterback out of James Logan. So they got, huh?
I said Logan out of Union City.
Yep. 3-star QB from there. Okay. So these kids, they're on every level, from 4.5, I guess, all the way down. So these kids were, if they didn't have any offers, I'm 100% sure that the game film that all of these kids were able to put out there for this game, they'll be able to get some sort of look somewhere. It was that impressive. For sure, it was that impressive. And again, credit to Leslie, Gunner Sports, for putting on the game. It was first one we've ever been to. From here on out, we told Leslie we'll be there every single year. Every single year we want to be there because it's a good opportunity for the kids and for us to be out there. We met a whole lot of the coaches. You guys met
I knew a bunch of coaches.
Snow. Was it Snow?
Coach Snowbar.
Snowbar. Yeah. He coached Country K, but played with DJ Matchsticks. Like, small freaking world this is. Like, what? So it's just meeting all the coaches. We got guests lined up, for quite, a few more episodes, at least for the next few weeks. Got some coaches from Chabot, got their defensive coordinator to agree to be on the show. So we got a few kids that are going into college. We got some of the coaches and stuff like that lined up. So again, stay tuned for all those conversations. You're not going to want to miss those, especially if you're coaches anywhere around in the country, looking to figure out some, got some roster spots open, looking for a kid that's got good personality and everything like that. We may have what you're looking for on the next few episodes coming up. So stay tuned for that. Other than the Bay Area Cali Classic, before we move on to that, you guys already know, or move on to what happened Sunday. You guys already know this episode brought to you by Raise Energy, a big hit over at the Bay Area Cali Classic. Raise Energy drinks, repsports.com, REPP sports.com. Use the promo code Alpha Raise to get 15% off of your order. Demand more. Join the Raise Rebellion. Appreciate Raise for being with us since day one of the podcast and being a big hit over at the Bay Area Cali Classic and helping John Taylor win his offensive MVP award. So once again, everybody, repsports.com, use the promo code Alpha Raise, get 15% off. Thank you again, Raise. So getting into Sunday. Woo, man. Well, first game, Eagles Bucks. I mean, obviously we like to poke and prod at Country K a little bit on who we think is going to win and all that other kind of stuff. We were giving them some shit that it could be a possibility that the Eagles pull one out and win. And obviously
deflected.
Yeah, that was
effectively deflected.
Wasn't even close. The Bucks absolutely stomped the Philadelphia Eagles into submission.
As
Tampa
predicted.
Bay Bucks are moving on. Second game of the day. If you guys were watching with us, oh man, the Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers in what many were calling America's game of the weekend, the big game of the playoffs, a playoff rivalry renewed. And I'm going to be honest, it didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. I mean, I'm a 49er fan, but you guys have been listening to me throughout this entire time. I've been really nothing but pessimistic when it comes to this team. But we have what we would like to maybe call a venting session. We've had one with myself. We've had one with Country K, with his Bucks a while ago. Remember his 45-minute historical legendary rant that he went on a little while ago. But one person that really hasn't gone on a tirade has been DJ Matchsticks. And before the show, he told us, I got some shit to say. I'm going to say it. Stay the fuck out of my way. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to stay out of his way. I'm going to let you have the floor, Mr. DJ Matchsticks. What do you have to say about your Dallas Cowboys?
Fuck the Cowboys, first of all. Man, this bullshit yesterday. Man, so I had to wake up this morning to watch, Stephen A. Smith, because I knew he ain't been on the show in a while, but I knew he was gonna make an appearance today. And he got on there, Michael Irvin on there. I just want to hear what both these dudes had to say about yesterday, and what he said was exactly true. Like, you root for these teams. Like I've been a Cowboys fan for a mighty long time. The only team I really rooted for until I decided to start rooting for the Jets. Which this next year is gonna be go Jets. I'm not rooting for the Cowboys this coming year. Even if they win the Super Bowl, I can give a shit. They don't deserve to win a Super Bowl. You got one motherfucking player on here that make $100 million that fucking runs the ball with 14 seconds left. You got another player that fucking makes what? CeeDee Lamb makes 14 million. That caught what? 2 passes. You got Zeke, 6-year contract, something like that. 32 yards, 37 yards at the most. Where was Tony Pollard at? Who calls a draw play with fucking 14 seconds left with no timeouts? That's some dumbass shit you do in Madden, just trying to have fun, thinking you're gonna break some shit out. Most smart people that play Madden wouldn't even do that. So, for me, they need to fire the coach. Whoever called up to play, Kellen Moore is pretty good, but after that shit yesterday, he can go. Dak can go. Zeke can go. CeeDee Lamb can go. Amari Cooper can go. The offensive line definitely can go because they got ran the fuck over yesterday, and the defensive line really didn't do shit yesterday. Micah Parsons in the first quarter really was the only person on all the run tackles. After that, you fucking let a quarterback who threw 0 touchdowns yesterday win a fucking game. Last week, y'all put up 56. And you mean to tell me you could only put up, what, 7? What was the final? I don't even remember what the final score was at this point.
It was 23-17.
Yeah, 17. But that's it's inexcusable. Like, just throw away the whole damn team. Like, you might as well. I seen better football Saturday night than I did last night watching some high school football. I think the Valley probably could have went in there and beat the Niners. Honestly.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Honestly, the Niners really not that good. Y'all got 2 people. The Niners aren't that good. The Niners keep getting lucky. The Niners are not that good. Who gets 14 penalties in the playoff game? You don't deserve to go no further than that. You just don't deserve it. Like, you just don't. Like, every Dallas fan should be disappointed. There's no excuse for yesterday. No excuse whatsoever. They should have been throwing trash at the team because the team is trash. They are garbage, hot ass garbage. The only reason y'all made it this far is because y'all beat the division, which is hella weak. Outside of the division, y'all was 6-8. It's the only reason. And y'all let a mediocre ass team that barely got into the playoffs come in and win on some bullshit. Y'all threw 3 plays in the fourth quarter at the end. Got out of bounds, got what? To the 40-yard line. Oh, but let's run a draw play. Let's be dumb and not think to give the ball to the referee. So the clock can stop. He has to set the ball. Let's give it to the center. Oh, okay. Now coming out, they said the head official that's overall officiating said there should have still been time on the clock. It shouldn't have ended like that. They came out and said that today. It shouldn't have ended like that. It shouldn't have got to that point. There's no reason like it shouldn't have got to that point in the first place. There's no reason y'all shouldn't have been ahead this whole game. So, yeah. So fuck the Cowboys.
You're officially done next year.
Fuck Jerry Jones world. Nope, it ain't Cowboy shit next year.
Oh my Lord. I mean, the 14 some of those penalties.
Nope, nothing. Nope, 14 penalties. They said this morning 8 of those penalties either gave the Niners a first down or took a first down away from the Cowboys. 8 penalties, just that. Oof. That's 10 yards. So that's 80 yards you gave up. That's a touchdown. Damn near. That's getting you to the 20. No excuse. The first play of the game, flag. Bunch of undisciplined ass pussies. Man, y'all deserve to go home. Y'all should all just fuck off and just jump off a cliff together at this point. Y'all. Bullshit.
Oh, the worst part is I know you're not the only one who feels that way.
And I'll still say fuck the Niners. Y'all still garbage.
No, I understand that.
Fucking ass. I'm so tired of y'all getting lucky.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was sitting with you, going like, "There's no fucking way." Like, how the hell? Like,
not
some of the shit that we got away with. Like, bro,
man, I'm mad I didn't see this shit.
And again, Jimmy, the overthrown fucking interceptions. He overthrew two of his. They didn't trust him to throw deep. If you notice, like, there's a handful of times that Jimmy G ever threw deep.
Von Miller out there having a ball game.
Was it 7-0 LA right now?
Yeah. OBJ got the first touchdown. Von Miller just got a sack. But it's just like, yeah, man, it just don't make sense. I just don't understand. Like,
I mean, the first time
y'all had 2 assignments yesterday.
I don't understand. Debo. Remember the punt, the fake punt?
Mm-hmm.
You guys got the fake punt, but then the very next play, you got a delay of game penalty because your special teams, for some reason, stayed on the field.
I think they was trying to get them off sides or something, but it was just like dumb. It was just dumb play calling.
Romo was saying
Kellen Moore need to be fired. Like, who all these calling these plays need to be fired too? That was just dumb.
Romo said that I guess they were trying to steal.
What I saw from Jerry today is he planning on having McCarthy there next year.
Oh,
he don't plan on
no,
firing
I saw that too.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm like,
that's not even a talking point for them. That's
like,
trouble. That's trouble. Because y'all were calling for Garrett's head a long time ago too, and he would never get rid of him. You know, so oof.
Yeah, after this shit, there is no fucking reason we should have lost that game yesterday. No reason. Besides, they just truly sorry as fuck. You just get disguised in the wins and like, ooh, they winning. But really, they ain't shit. They ain't about shit. The mama ain't shit. The daddy ain't shit. They just ain't shit. Fuck them.
Bro, Stephen A. Smith had the balls to straight up tell Michael Irvin to his face,
that shit was funny.
This is y'all's fault. You and it with this shit.
Yep. That's what it is. You hype these players all up and then they really ain't like shit.
Man, damn.
And
Michael Irvin just sit there and looked at him like
he took it.
He ain't wrong.
There's nothing. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. The only thing you can do is just lash out like I did. There's nothing you can say. You got to lash out at your own dumbass team. There's nothing you can say. Ain't no congratulate the 49ers, none of that shit. Fuck them.
No, that's real because all I need y'all to do is beat the Packers for real. That's it. That's when that's when the ball stops.
Me and Matt Six are over here going like, yeah, we want to play the best in order to. I was like, it's always best to play the best to get to that point. You're looking for the easy road here.
I won't.
I mean, all the shit that you have been talking about Aaron Rodgers the entire year, I would think that would be the guy that you want to go and prove your point to in the NFC Championship.
Been there, done that. I'm doing this for Tom. We already beat Aaron Rodgers' ass. Tom should be able to beat y'all in the playoffs.
I mean, he's going to have incentive. He wanted to come here, and we said no. So, yeah, there's incentive enough for him.
That's what the fuck I'm saying. I want to do it for Tom. He already beat Aaron Rodgers' ass. Fuck them. No matter who wins this game, they getting their ass whooped. I don't give a fuck. Whoever wins this game tonight, they getting their ass whooped. If it's the Rams, all of the Bucs players going to be fucking goddamn ready to do it. if it's the fucking goddamn Cardinals, BA probably more motivated than all the players. You know what I'm saying? The players probably like, and Coach Bulls, he was there too. He was a bunch of them other. I said Bulls. I said Bulls. Fuck, I'm fucked up. I'm not fucked up, but I'm fucking up. Shit, I'm sorry. Anyway, anyway, yeah, the motivation still be there for the players. The players will be trying to do it for BA and shit like that. But I feel like it'll be a little bit more weight. I think Tom playing the Niners in the playoffs in the NFC Championship will be fucking fire for Tom. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if we at home.
But seriously, though, the game last night was so fucking weird. Like, some of the things that would happen, it's like, how do you kind of like shoot yourself in the foot? And like, you just got moment, especially with the fake punt situation. That to me, I was like, there's no excuse. Because again, Romo was explaining like, oh, they're trying to steal a timeout from the 49ers with like confusion or something like that. And you see Shanahan on the sideline going, stay the fuck out there. I don't care. But what are you going to do? Punt on first down? Like, they're not fooling anybody. And then with the last 15 seconds left on the play clock, you decide you run your entire offense out on the field. But the referee being there, and then like 2 seconds left, he moves, and they couldn't get the ball off in time for a delay. That was like the first, the delay of game there was like the first time with like the ref was getting in the way, and then it happened again. But again, like you said, you're supposed to know the situation. You're supposed to have the situational awareness. You get the ball, you give the ball to the fucking ref so he can down that shit, and boom, you know, they could have, if they had done it correctly and given the ball directly to the referee, they could have spiked the ball in time. Had it, you know, if they would have given it to him, there would have been no ref bumping into Dak and all that other kind of stuff. There would have been none of that had they would have automatically given the ref the ball. So they would have been able to get the spike down with maybe 2, at minimum 1 second left, you know, on the clock to be able to try. And at that point, it would be on the 20. Where Dak went, he went down on the 20-yard line.
It's the $75 million man fault. He didn't get a ball to the ref.
But that play call for the draw, I'm really trying.
The play call stupid as shit, like Matt Six said.
It is stupid as shit. I'm trying to hear people defend it. Like, what the fuck was the point of this? They're like, oh well, the DBs were playing picket fence, you know, on the sideline. One at 5, one at 15, the other one at 20. They're guarding the sidelines and everything else like that. I'm like,
so try as the Niners.
What he was
DB sorry as fuck.
I think what he was supposed to do was run about 10 yards and stop, and where they still had time and spike it.
But none of the players, none of the wide receivers or even the tight end, and Darius Butler, he was on pack. He didn't even think that the wide receivers and the tight end knew what was happening. Mm-hmm. They didn't know it was a QB draw play because they didn't start going to make a block for Dak to try to make something happen until after they had all turned around and saw Dak coming.
That was him making that decision. I don't think that was the coaches, bro.
So all the receivers, so as soon as they turn around, they see Dak running. Then they're like, "Oh fuck, we need to go make a block." On a draw play, if the whole team knows they're making a block by the time it comes down, and who knows, had all of them been actually making a block, there could have been some sort of way that Dak could have been able to maneuver to get out of bounds. If people had actually been doing their job, when he came down the middle, he could have made a beeline straight for the fucking sideline to take more time off the clock. He could have done that if people picked up their blocks. And at least if he's trying to get to the sideline, if he gets taken down beforehand, there's a referee right there on the sideline he can just hand it to, so that by the time he gets onto the line to spike the ball's already there and set by a referee. There's a lot that could have happened in that play, but the draw to take 15 yards and then slide and then hand the ball off to your center, Like, it's just a fucking brain fart, clusterfuck, bro. That's
It
just
just went with the penalties, just undisciplined. It went right along with the penalties.
14, man.
Undisciplined.
I mean, you don't have we saw that one with Gregory. Remember, he basically fucking body slammed the right tackle. He just straight grabbed him and tackled him. There was no reason for it. There was no reason for it. And obviously he got called for holding because that is a defensive holding. And he's sitting there going, what I do? What I did? You know exactly what you fucking did. You shot your team in the foot because that was on a third down play, which you guys had stopped. And had it not been for that penalty, it would have been fourth. Like you said, 8 of those penalties either gave the Niners a first down or took a first down away from the Cowboys. I mean, 8 penalties alone, it's hard to win a playoff game with 8 penalties. But with 14 penalties, there's no way in hell. Though even the football gods were like, no. You guys think you're gonna after this display? No. We're just gonna end this shit right here, right now, and send you guys home. Football gods just said no. Jerry Jones, fuck no. Like, nah. Like, that was just, it really was unreal how the whole thing ended. It was not at all how I expected it to happen. In my mind, how I was thinking of it, because like you said, the first 3 plays, big chunk plays, and they got out of bounds. If I was thinking, fuck, I was like, our DBs, Warner's out, Bosa's out, so we can't get any pressure, and we don't have coverage in the middle of the field. We don't have our leader on defense to be able to direct traffic. They're going to pick us apart, and they're going to fucking score. And it's going to come down to Zerline making a fucking a PAT to put him up 24-23.
Save this job.
Or miss and at least have it tied and go to overtime at 23 apiece. That's exactly how I was envisioning the entire thing happening. I was like, the way they are marching this ball down the field with ease, it was fucking easy for them to get to that point of the field. I'm actually surprised that the Niners didn't go picket fence defense from the very beginning. I'm actually sitting there going, oh, now you decide to cover the fucking sidelines after 3 big chunk plays. Now you want to cover the fucking sideline? It's like, come on. So I'm sitting here going like, all right. And then for that to happen, I'm just like, oh, we got away with one. We got away with one for sure. We can't play like that against Green Bay. Jimmy can't be inconsistent shithead Jimmy against Green Bay. You know, that just cannot happen. You know, if this is what needs to happen against Green Bay. Jimmy needs to throw the ball less than 10 times again.
Whoa.
And Debo and Mitchell need to combine for like almost 300 plus yards.
All right, hold on. Let me ask you one question before you go further. Jimmy had threw the ball 20 times and y'all was up 23-7. Why does he got to throw less than 10 times when he threw more? Well, he had about 20.
He had 20 attempts. 20 attempts, but most of them were outside screen passes or whatever to Debo, or short slants to Debo or Ayuk, who was up. Anything on the deep ball, he either overthrew the dude or like he did before when he threw the interception. He's inconsistent as shit.
Let him West Coast it.
Well, then if it's West Coast, that's Green Bay. What I'm saying is the only way we beat Green Bay is if we keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, and that means the run game needs to be just as good, if not better, than it was the last time that we played them in the NFC Championship game. The game cannot come down to Jimmy G making a play for us to win, because if it does, we are going to lose. I said that against the Cowboys. If the running game didn't work against the Cowboys, we were going to get our asses kicked. Thank God for a good, Debo was doing Debo, and Mitchell, ran for 90-something yards and a touchdown himself. So the run game worked. We didn't deserve to win that game, especially the way it went down, how circumstances and everything were going. All the momentum was on the Cowboys side. go for that fourth quarter. All of it was on the Cowboys side. There was no reason why we should have won that game. So, like, Niner fans, if you're watching, whatever, hey, take a deep breath. All right. There's no reason for us to be talking shit because we fucking got away with one. We got away with one. Be honest with yourselves. We got away with one. And it's not going to happen the same way against a team like the Green Bay Packers. If we don't run effectively and keep the Packers off the fucking field, we're not winning the game. That's just, if you want to talk about Niners key to victories for any game that they play this year, Debo and Mitchell have to be effective. If they get shut down, it is all over. There's nothing that we're going to be able to do because our best weapons so far are gone. And I can't even trust Jimmy to fucking get it to Kittle anymore. Like that. I mean, I would say Kittle is another weapon, but I can't even trust Jimmy to get it to Kittle. I can't. But Kittle has been elite in the run game these last few weeks, and he's one of the reasons why Debo and Mitchell have been able to get the outside and just run people all the way down for the last few games that they've been doing it. That's the only way we're going to be able to win is if the run game is effective. If it comes down to Jimmy having to be the guy to clutch it up and get it done, it's not going to happen. It's just not. It's just, you really think that playing that way is going to do well against a team with like the Bucs against Tom Brady? Fuck no.
Man, y'all can play y'all best, y'all still gonna lose.
So it's just, again, I'm going to stay. I'm happy that we won. Again, don't get it twisted. I'm happy that we won, but I'm not. I'm still not thinking of, oh, we got this. We got this. Matchstick's over trying to fucking jinx me. Yesterday, he's like, y'all are going to fuck around and make it to the Super Bowl. I'm like, why? So I can be up, down, and upset again on Super Bowl Sunday, just being pissed the fuck off, going to work the next morning, going, my team just fucked up in the worst way on the biggest game of the year. Why would you want that for me? I would.
I want to expose y'all just for what y'all are. Y'all can't finish either.
I'm gonna just be honest with you.
I know this. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Why are y'all even indulging in this conversation? Why are y'all indulging in this conversation? Like, you seriously feel like they getting past us? They don't have enough weapons for us. You think Debo Samuel and them screen passes gonna work when we do the exact same shit with Chris Godwin and fucking Gronk? Gronk is the granddaddy of that shit George Kittle does. Like, let's be real with it in life. Y'all not doing that shit, man. Y'all not beating us like that. So we not even gonna see. I can't even sit and allow the talk to go without me, and like it just bringing the fucking goddamn salsa water and spraying it in your faces. It's time to wake up, guys.
I'm with you.
The Niners won't get past the Bucs. In nobody's dream, in nobody's universe, with the teams currently constructed, they will not get past the Bucs.
I'm with you. I agree with you 100%.
But as far as the Cowboys getting their butt whooped last night, that shit was glorious. I appreciate the Niners for what they did.
You did say they were the best chance to beat you guys.
They was. They got enough weapons, and right now we hurt. They got enough weapons, and they be able to cover. Now, as far as y'all DBs can't cover Mike Evans.
No.
Like, in no shape, form, or fashion. Y'all can't, like, we can beat y'all with Mike Evans and Gronk and the receivers we got left. We can beat y'all. But the Cowboys, that's a different ballgame because they got CeeDee and Amari and Cedric and doggone Gallup. They got them boys. When they play better teams, they play better. They played y'all and they played down to y'all level and y'all beat them. They let Debo run.
I was just as confused because I even looked at Matchsticks and was like, why is Pollard not being utilized?
Bro, I was dying.
They barely gave him the ball
watch that
at
shit.
all.
I'm just looking at the stats. I'm like, bro, I know they was
I would say they barely gave him the ball at all.
This man gave that shit to a center like you playing in the parking lot.
You hear Zeke? You hear Zeke coming out with the immediate fucking excuses. Oh, I've been playing with a partially torn PCL this whole season. Shut the fuck
Who
up.
You
Shut the
shouldn't have
fuck up.
played then, bitch.
who said
Exactly.
that?
Zeke did.
Zeke who?
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
all. Like, get the fuck out of here,
That's what I'm saying. Like the
Ezekiel.
excuses, get out of here, bro. If you've been playing on a partially, if you haven't said anything up until now, just shut up. If you've
Nah,
literally
we
played the
can't do
entire
him like
season
that
with
because
it,
Tom just did the exact same thing. In all
yeah.
fairness.
But even then, I was kind of going like, Tom, you didn't have to say it. You didn't have
Yeah, I
to.
feel that. But in
You
all
just,
fairness,
it
Tom
just
did just
makes
do
you
that
look.
though.
It just makes you either one look like a douche or two looks like you making excuses, and that's really what it
True.
looked like with Zeke. He was making a fucking excuse on why he didn't play well because people were coming after his head. The dude didn't even get over 50 yards. He was an absolute ghost in that game. He had no contributions whatsoever to that football game. So he's trying to come up with an excuse to not only one kind of keep people quiet, like, oh, okay, now we don't have to be on Zeke's head anymore, but maybe even protect his own job for fucking next year.
Yeah, he
I,
need to go. He ain't did shit the past couple years. He need to go.
I would say y'all might need to trade him.
He had no job.
What do you think y'all would get for Zeke?
Anything better than anybody would give us more than 30 yards. Shit, I can give you more than 30 yards.
Bro, CD. So was CD Lamb? He's just not being targeted, or was he dropping balls and shit too? What?
He was dropping shit. He wasn't. Yeah, he dropped
Because
a
I was
couple.
from what I saw, I was like, I don't think a lot of this is CD's fault, but then there were some plays I was like, oh,
It's
fuck, that's just
everybody's
bad.
fault. It was a collective effort to lose.
Amari Cooper got his touchdown and then decided not to play ever again in the game. There he goes. Official. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. The Jets era of the DJ Matchsticks New York Jets era has begun. He would rather think about this, Cowboy fans. He would rather root on a consistent top 5 overall pick team than to root for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my god. I mean, bro, I'm gonna be honest. If I was you, I'd be frustrated as fuck. All the hope in the world during the regular season and everything, 10 wins, 11 wins, 12 win seasons and shit just to get to the playoffs and just eat a big one. Just
don't even show. I mean, they just didn't show it. It's like they worried about all these coaching jobs and forgot to practice this week.
My boy went from Zeke to Zach. I feel you. Hell yeah. From Zeke to Zach. I feel it.
That's just I'm finally able to go back to work tomorrow. They called me and they're like, "Hey, you're good." I was like, "All right, finally." I was supposed to be back today, but all right, cool. Finally back. I got some Cowboy fans over at my job who were talking the most shit during, like, before the game and everything else like that. They were getting so loud that some of them were talking like it almost came to blows with some of the arguments and shit. I was like, it ain't that serious, but I mean, hey, some of these guys were getting pissed and like, there's no fucking way that the Cowboys lose to the fucking stink at 49. Like, just in an angry way, saying that there were no way. I can only imagine what they looked like today. I can only imagine what they looked like today. Just, oh my lord. Skip Bayless, all the shit he was talking, he was fucking quiet today.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
He was quiet as shit. Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. They had a field day today. It was a good day for them today.
I feel it. I wanted to hear Mastics first. I ain't gonna lie. I watched Stephen A. because y'all said something about it. but I wanted to hear Mastics take first. That was the one I gave a shit about first. I wanted to hear that because, yeah, he was talking bodyguard hard for a while. Like, yeah, man, we gonna beat y'all. That was fluke. I'm like, okay. He had the Trevor Simeon post. Okay. Yo, I had to take it. And all the Cowboy Nation look just like they mascot right now. Like,
oh, the amount of memes
song.
that we saw during the game. My God.
Shit.
You had ladies in there crying. She over here crying with her mascara all fucked up and everything coming down.
Upset. That was some bullshit.
She was sitting there crying her, and this was in the middle of the third quarter. She was already crying like that. You got the other lady who's sitting there just mad as shit. She realized she became a meme. He had the previous picture that Mastics had up, the couples and stuff like that hugging each other. They were so upset, crying. Oh, warms my fucking heart. We get revenge from last year's Cooper Rush debacle. He was Cooper Crush because he crushed us that day. We got over that debacle in the playoffs and just took it back. Probably would have been the better option. People, bro, I've seen all over social media. People were just like Country K. Dakota, why Dakota? Why? Like, why Dakota? Why make that decision?
For them need to go, man. Like,
just start from scratch, huh? Ground up.
Yep.
You say just complete overhaul of the team.
Whole team. Keep Micah.
And keep
start.
Micah. I was about to say, keep
build off of Micah. Everybody else got
Trayvon.
Nah, he gave him hella yards.
I was about to say he got cooked yesterday. He was getting cooked yesterday.
Man, that boy Debo had him in a crock pot. What the
fuck?
Bro,
had Garoppolo not fucking E-fist that goddamn throw to Ayuk. Oh, the route that Ayuk gave him to get open on that play. Oh, it was just. I
don't know what happened. I'm just talking shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, Ayuk had Debo, yeah, but Ayuk had this route against Diggs that was just, again, because Jimmy he fucking overthrew him. He was wide open and he probably could have scored a touchdown. He was that wide open, and Jimmy overthrew him. But if you looked at they did the replay, and the route was just Diggs was getting toasted. That game, he is not. If he was in any talk about winning Defensive Player of the Year, this game kind of took that away. He's gone now. That's not even a question anymore on whether or not he's even in that conversation. But yeah, it was just bad overall game for the Cowboys. Niners got lucky through one, and it was how it was. Steelers got their ass handed to them by the Kansas City Chiefs. It was close at first quarter and kind of midway through the second. Steelers were keeping it interesting. I believe it was 7-0 at one point because TJ Watt had a scoop and score fumble that gave the Steelers the first points of the game. And it looked like the Steelers were having, some sort of luck on their side and stuff too. Maybe something could happen for them. And the Chiefs just said, hold on, we're just going to put a stop to that madness right there. I believe they scored so many points and they scored so often that the Kansas City Chiefs literally announced on their scoreboard, fans, we apologize. We can no longer give you any more due to your, basically to attest to you guys being as great as you are and the team scoring so frequently, we've run out of touchdown fireworks. If you have any complaints, please go to your nearest fan first booth. I was like, they were literally apologizing to the fans because they ran out of touchdown fireworks they were scoring so often.
They did that
Like,
shit before. That's happened there
I'm like,
before. Yeah.
that's savage. That is savage. That is
Right.
basically rubbing it into the other team, going like, "Hey, bro, y'all suck so bad. We ran out of fireworks. All right, it's like we ran out of celebration. Okay, that's just I'm talking about rubbing salt in the wound. That was big time. But yeah, Steelers. Big Ben is finally done. His career is over. He at least got his send off over there in Pittsburgh against the Browns. But got his ass whooped first round of the playoffs in a playoff game that really the Steelers had no business being in that playoff. The only reason why they were there is because the Colts ended up shafting their hopes to the fucking Jaguars. So really the Steelers had no business in the playoffs to begin with. This was just basically a bye week tune-up game match for the Kansas City Chiefs going into their next week. But I mean, yeah, currently right now the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams are going at it. Rams are up. Was it 14-0? I'm looking at.
Yeah, Arizona getting ass. So they got second quarter. They got negative 10 yards total right now. Aaron Donald is having a field day. The defense is just having a field day. OBJ out there having a field day. Michelle,
Is
they
Matthew
run it back.
Stafford gonna finally get his first playoff win?
I mean, they did that last week though. They came out hot and then fucking around and lost in the second half.
That's
So
also true.
yeah, so
Also true.
a sorry ass team.
I saw a meme today. It said Blake Bortles has more playoff wins than Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, and there were a couple of other quarterbacks and stuff like that on there too. But I was laughing, going, "Really, Blake Bortles that season that he had Jalen Ramsey and everything like that when they went to the AFC Championship game and lost to the Patriots." I was like, "That's the only reason why Bortles has those stats." And there is that. So here's my question to you, Matt Six. Are you basically you're paying for a more athletic Tony Romo and Dak Prescott, and he can put up all the numbers during the regular season, but he'll never get it done in the playoffs? Is he that kind of?
Yeah.
Damn.
In the playoffs. All that money for no reason.
Shit, how do you not know to give the ball to the ref?
And discipline. All goes to discipline.
They were playing pickup football. That's exactly what happened. He thought he was in the parking lot playing pickup. That's all it was.
Give it to the center real quick. What?
Yeah,
idiot.
so he can say hi.
The center can't touch it yet.
I don't know what he got going on. Where his mindset was. My boy was really out there. He should have had a raised energy drink.
Should have.
He wasn't focused.
Was not focused at all. Like my God. So again, right now the Cardinals Rams 14-0 with 10 minutes left in the game. I think I'm watching it on my phone. I'm a couple of seconds behind you, Matt Sticks.
Yeah,
I have faith in you, but fuck, 10 minutes left. You got an uphill battle with 2 touchdowns. You got to take some shape.
Yeah, Kyler Murray can't get nothing going. The defense is all over him right now, so they got to stop this. They got to stop this line. This defensive line is all over that fool.
They like, man, we finna eat this little boy. Oh,
Onyx is saying the same thing.
Onyx is, man, barking like, oh, how you drop that?
Who dropped it?
Akers.
Yeah, come on.
He kind of had to like turn like a certain way, but he still should have had that.
Yeah, I'm definitely a couple of seconds behind you because I'm right about to see that play right now. Damn, you got the good direct TV, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You got the high speed shit. It's coming directly from the cameras that are on the field. No filter. Oh man, yeah, that's brutal. To be honest, though, I think Stafford underthrew that, but
Oh, at the 1 yard line. Kicked the punt and they got it at the 1 yard line and bounced, and they was down there and got it at the 1. So the
Oh,
Cardinals will take over.
Stafford definitely underthrew that.
Cardinals will take over at the 1.
Matthew Stafford defense carried him this game, boy. If he make it to pass his boys.
Now Matthew Stafford, he threw the 2. I mean, he threw the 2 touchdowns. Well, one was the first one was a OBJ, and then the other one was a running touchdown.
Well,
But his
yeah,
passes have been pretty cool so far. Like even that one, they should have. Akers should have caught that.
but
That ain't on him. That's yeah.
You just said the
I
Cardinals
mean,
had negative 10 yards though.
total.
Yeah, they got the negative 10 yard. Yeah, because the defensive line.
As I
Oh,
said,
damn,
the
that's
defense carried
disgusting.
them. The defense carried him, bro.
That's disgusting.
He able to do whatever he want. He gonna look like he's a boss out there. The defense going crazy.
Yeah, Aaron Donald. Yeah, Aaron Donald is out there. I mean, they like pushing that line around, like pushing them into Murray. Yeah, they dog.
I mean, to be honest, the Cardinals' offensive line is not.
Not that big for one.
I mean, not that
Cardinals,
big, not that great, to be honest.
The Cardinals team just seem like they're like a little team. They just seem little, like a bunch of little people.
D Hop ain't playing today, is he? He's
I don't
still
think
out.
so.
He's still done. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why they're not playing as well. I mean, somebody like D Hop, that's a game changer type of receiver right there.
No excuse. You in the NFL. Anybody should be able to play.
I know. I mean, you do got AJ Green still there, and Kirk, and
he's been broken.
Green, yeah.
He was still broken with that one play early in the season. Well, he just ran upfield. He ain't even run a route. I don't even remember who that was against, but he was broken since then.
Oh, yeah, the weekend was definitely something that'll be remembered here for quite some time. It's the first time that we really, like 3 days in a row, that we've been streaming something, whether it was the game or the watch along yesterday and the podcast today. It was a good 3 days. It's a good a practice run of what could possibly be a thing in the future, to where if this becomes big enough, this could be hopefully something that'll be the only thing that we'd be able to do. But we'll see how that goes. But nonetheless, it was an awesome weekend. Everybody had a great time up until Sunday. Sunday is where everybody did not have a great time. Everybody, I'm meaning all three of us. 2 of us out of the 3 had a great time. One of us did not. But Saturday was awesome. Again, credit to all the kids who were out there on the Bay and the Valley team. You guys really put on a hell of a performance, and I would not have a doubt in my mind that this game is going to help the Bay Area Classic, the brand, the All-Star game itself, is going to help it blow up. So it's a credit to, the product is only as good, or the brand is only as good as the product that it puts on the field. And these kids are, giving it their all and putting everything that they got onto the field, and it showed on Saturday night. So again, credit to both teams, Valley and the Bay Area team. Shout out to the Valley team for taking it there in overtime, 28-21. Again, the final score, if you guys want to go watch the game in its entirety, you can go to National High School Association's stream, and you can watch it from there. If you guys want to watch that game but have our commentary in the background behind it, you can do that as well. Again, the commentary from us, we only had a certain angle, so might want whatever it is that you guys want to do. But if you guys want to have us as the commentary or in the background, something like that, you guys already know Tornado Bros Productions is the YouTube channel to be at for the All Pro JAFFO's podcast, and you want to see us live or doing any sort of commentary or watch along or whatever it is that we are doing at that moment, be sure to catch it there on YouTube. You guys already know the Instagram is JAFFO_sports, and then the Twitter handle, of course, the JAFFO's AP. Facebook, Tornado Bros Productions. We are everywhere on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. We are there for the audio. Help the build, help the growth of the program. Once again, we thank Raise Energy for being with us since day one. Again, Gunner Sports for allowing us to be out there to help bring more eyes to the Bay Area. Cali Classic is also allowing us to have the honor of introducing first the turnover belts for the game for both teams. So that was really cool, really awesome honor to have. So again, Leslie Jackson, Gunner Sports, thank you guys for having us there on Saturday. And we got a lot coming up these next few episodes. I'm going to start getting things in line, time frames, everything like that. If you guys want to know what's going on with us, stay updated on Twitter and on Instagram. We will have everything for you on what's happening on the podcast on there. So thank you guys for chilling with us here.
Hold on, you didn't say nothing about my boy Joey B beating the Raiders, man. You ain't even talk about it at all this episode.
It's the Raiders. Who cares?
Man, you ain't gonna give my boy Joey B no love?
He torched the Raiders. He did what he was supposed to do.
Oh, man. So you don't give him no chance against it. Well, I think you got the Chiefs, right? You have no chance.
Is it them against the Chiefs? Or is it them against I think it's the Bills and the Chiefs, isn't it?
It's the Bills, Chiefs? Man, you don't want to. Oh, we got another episode to discuss that.
Yeah, so we got another.
Yeah, you're right.
Give credit for something that they're supposed to. Come on. It's the Raiders. You're supposed to kick their ass. That's just what they're there for.
Hey, so I just sent y'all a video. Bruce Arians swinging on one of the players during the penalty. He hit that fool in the head. He pushed him. I sent it on Messenger. Yeah. So they've been talking about that. I guess he got a penalty and went out there and threw a left and hit him in his head. I was like,
jeez, what the hell? What is going on in Tampa, K?
Hey, first off,
doesn't matter as long as you guys are winning. Is that what it is?
It matters. But again, that could be family love. That's probably how we are as at practice. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably how he is at practice.
Idiot.
You saw two different plays where people thought they was at practice. Dak and Coach Arians.
Hey, Urban Meyer got fired for kicking his kickers, so Bruce Arians could get fired for punching his player.
You kicked the kicker in his leg, bro. Like that's his job. He slapped him in the helmet. Like, come on. Like you could do that.
If fuck around and Bruce Arians can cuss somebody.
Coach Arians could have did that if he scored a touchdown and nobody would have said a damn thing. Now, Urban Meyer kicked the kicker. If he would kick the winning field goal, they're going to be still trying to fire Urban Meyer. See what I'm saying? Like, you got to take it in different context.
So his explanation was, it says you can't pull guys out of a pile. Says I was trying to knock him off that guy so we didn't get a penalty. The dude wasn't even on the pile. He was like standing there.
Far. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
He just walked on the sideline, BA.
I promise you, I was trying to filibuster this shit so Massey can read the damn part.
Oh no. He wasn't even at the pile.
I was trying to filibuster.
That's a horrible excuse. That's a horrible excuse.
Exactly why I was trying to filibuster.
Too late. Done. I don't know, man. I don't know how you can be a Super Bowl winning team with that kind of turmoil on your team. First AB, now this. What's going on?
Bro, I like, worst off, like I said,
Antonio Brown lawyer compared to corporal punishment.
Oh
he's like, that's a little too far, but
can y'all chill? Can y'all chill? Can y'all chill for a second, bro? Like, I understand you.
Keep him coming, man. 6, please.
Bro. You played enough games, you still get a ring, bro. Like, you still get a ring when we win this shit. Like, chill out, bro. If you get fired, like, You still get a ring. Just chill, big dog.
And if you guys don't get a ring, that's going to be one of the main reasons and excuses that people are going to give. Oh, hey, be quit. He wasn't on the team.
Exactly.
So
They gonna try
that's
to
one of the
fucking
first
blame you.
excuses
That's
it's going to
it.
be.
Let us just chill out for a little bit. Let us win
Fuck
this
no, I'm going to
shit.
get ahead of it before it gets
Let
there.
us win
Like,
this
hey,
shit.
no
Let us win this
motherfucking
shit.
excuses.
You don't need no distractions, bro. Like y'all gotta chill. We don't need no more distractions, bro. Chill. Cause I don't need them asking no questions. Even though they're gonna be able to rein them in. Based on the teams we playing though, based on the teams we playing, I feel like we straight. We just gotta beat these Rams, and that's gonna be a very tough game. It's gonna be a very tough game.
Is it?
I mean, it's gonna be a tough game. The defense playing the way they fucking playing tonight.
Well, yeah. If Aaron Donald is on one against y'all, you're gonna have a long one.
And Barnes, you don't just say Aaron. It was Aaron and
Yeah,
Barnes.
Von Miller, he didn't got a sack too.
I keep forgetting about him. He just came back from IR. He hasn't really played since he's been with the Rams, so it's like I keep forgetting that he's there. Fuck Von Miller and Aaron Donald. Jesus Christ.
He had a sack last week too, did he?
That's what I'm saying. We gotta chill.
Jesus
We gotta chill.
Christ.
If they play like that, then yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. But if they fizzle out,
Like 3rd and 7, they still on like the fucking 3-yard line.
Hey, because Matthew Stafford will throw that bitch to us. He will give it up. Now,
he hasn't given one up yet.
Sack, safety. Oh no, he just threw that shit up in the air, picked off, touchdown.
Well, Kyler Murray
just threw it up in the air. He was about to get sacked, and he literally
Kyler Murray giving it to LA.
And they picked, that was
21 stunk his last. That shit over with.
That was almost dumber than Dak run yesterday.
Nah.
Yeah, if you see the replay on this,
I'm watching it right now.
It's 14-0. They already
I gotta see it. In comparison to what I saw with Dak, let me see what happens here. Hold on.
Oh, I saw the play. I ain't see it live, but I saw that dumb shit.
That was pretty fucking retarded.
Yeah, like who you wanted to? You threw that shit up in the air.
That was pretty fucking stupid.
He literally just tossed it in the air, like hopefully somebody gonna be over
as he was going down. Said, "Fuck it."
Now,
I would rather have 2 than 6 at this point.
I'm giving Kyle a real benefit of the doubt because Josh is definitely going through some Texas shit right now.
I gotta watch. Was his knee down before he threw it? That's what I'm looking for here.
It don't matter now.
Not from that angle.
Did
they already kick it?
Yeah, they already kicked it. It don't matter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh no, yeah, his knees weren't. Oh yeah, that was just stupid. Fucking leave it to an Oklahoma quarterback to clutch in the fucking big time.
There it is.
You just gave up the 2. You just tossed it somewhere.
Note to NFL coaches: if you want a successful quarterback, stay the fuck away from Oklahoma.
Man, you listen to this. He got a Texas quarterback.
I said it.
Where you think you're going with this?
I said it.
You're going to be in the same unemployment line looking for another quarterback.
I'm not saying you have to look at Texas. I'm just saying that Oklahoma is not the place where you want to find your long-term quarterback. I mean, hey, I was one of the first ones to say Kyler Murray could be the one to prove me wrong. But after that play, yeesh. Baker Mayfield's lucky he didn't make that play because I would have fucking buried his ass in the goddamn ground if he would have did some dumb shit like that.
I don't think Baker did nothing like that.
So. Exactly. Baker Mayfield, I would have called for him to retire his ass, go be fucking what Kurt Warner would have been had he not got a chance. That's exactly what fucking Baker Mayfield is going to be.
They is getting they fucking ass whooped. Even on the kickoff, they just getting they down at the fucking the 10.
Hey, Mastics, bro.
You lose
Mastics
some.
is gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
You live to fight another day.
Oh, damn.
That's the thing with Kyler. I would have taken the safety. Just fuck it. Take it.
They got -7 passing yards, -1 yard.
Oh, they deserve to lose.
7:54 left in the second quarter. They have no nothing.
If the Rams defense plays like this against the Bucs, that could be a big problem.
I mean, they literally pushing the line around.
It's not even. This isn't even close.
The offensive line, they can't control these dudes. Like every snap, the line is getting pushed into the backfield.
Well, if you're listening to us on Spotify and everything, we'll end the podcast here. If you're watching with us on YouTube with the watch along of the game, stick with us. We'll be talking with each other throughout this whole thing, talking, the most shit that we normally do. Again, if you're watching on Spotify, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will see you guys on Wednesday with hopefully I think we got one guest on Wednesday. We got another one on Sunday. We got a few coming up after that. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out with us. For myself, JP, for DJ Matt Sticks and Country K. We will see you guys on Spotify next time. Deuces.
Aloha.
All right. So the recording, the podcast, again, if you guys watching with us here on YouTube, you'll hear the edited version of that probably at some point tomorrow. So stay on the lookout for that. We're watching the Rams Cardinals game right now. Yeah, that's the first plus yardage they've had all game, apparently, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And James Conner right there. God damn. I got my Burger King. Oh, yeah. Okay. What is? Wow, Kyler's really fucking up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is not even. This is a horrible game for him.
Picked off and oh, damn! Oh, that was crazy. He picked it off and then gave it right back to him in the same sequence. That's crazy. But it was picked off. Like boom, and then it bounced off him, and then Moore got it right back.
Damn, this is terrible. Let's see.
Oh, bro.
Did you throw it right at him or something? Or hold on, let me see this.
I know I got more fucking goddamn cowboy memes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, literally.
How the hell? Even the receiver's going, I don't know how the fuck that happened. There, interception. Here, give that back to me. Now we both. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, so is that considered a turnover on defense too?
Yep.
Von Miller got him in the backfield.
That's going to be looked at for a while. Damn, that's terrible.
What?
Picked off.
Von Miller. Did he really?
Accepted by the lineman. Yep. Tipped and picked off by the lineman.
The Rams got another pick?
Yep. Yeah, they gonna give y'all some fits, right? The way they play right
of
Nah, now you wishful thinking.
This is the thing about having
this is the thing
about having a short quarterback, man.
Yeah, but he just throwing some dumb. Like I'm telling you, it's the pressure though. He don't have time to drop back. Literally every time he drops back, he's under pressure, immediately. They're pushing his offensive line around, having at will.
Kyler Murray, what is going on today, bud?
You know what he needs to do, right?
Cliff Kingsbury might just go to USC.
You know what he need to do, though, right? You already know what he need to do.
Get rid of him? Bro, the running back had no idea the ball was even. Or, no, he did. That was just
Throwing the damn.
That's on Connor. That ball right there is on Connor. He didn't even get his head around quick enough. what, Cliff Kingsbury, ride the coattails of Patrick Mahomes throughout your college career, and you think you're going to be a good head coach in the league? You kiss my ass, bud. That's not how that shit works. Damn, I have the opportunity to shit on Texas Tech and Oklahoma in the same day. It's a damn good day. It's a damn good day.
Yeah, OBJ having a ball game right now.
They playing their Super Bowl right now.
Holding on the offense.
They playing their Super Bowl right now. I promise you.
Turn it down a little bit. We'll get shut down on YouTube still.
That's it.
Are you can hear my TV?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been the same. It's been the same. What's the name? The whole game, the whole podcast.
You couldn't
Maybe
hear
it's
me.
because we were talking. I couldn't
whatever.
hear it, but
Yeah. Being quiet now.
Andrew Whitworth, that is an old ass man in playing line. The dude is old and gray, still playing offensive line.
Man, today Jim Carrey birthday.
Let me go deal with Onyx real quick. This motherfucker about to get on my goddamn nerve.
I love that dog. Onyx, that dog's hella funny. Every time I go over there, he jumps up and gives me a hug. It's hella funny.
Let's go.
Dad, I gotta take a shit.
Oh, stupid ass motherfucker.
What time is it right now?
6:37.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a good time. You got a meeting and everything, right?
I got a meeting at 8. Yeah. Yeah.
I finally get to go back to work tomorrow, so I gotta be home early or up early. Thank God.
Me too.
Earn some money.
One more day off.
You got your day off tomorrow?
Thursday.
You got the new shift, right?
Thursday. Or yeah, I've been off. My last day at Roseville was Thursday, so I've been off this whole weekend.
There you go. All right, everybody. You've been chilling with us on YouTube. Thank you for hanging out with us. Enjoy the game. We'll talk to you guys next time, talking about everything that's going to be happening this coming weekend in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. So don't miss it. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with the All Pro JAFFOs. Again, for myself, JP, for DJ Mad Sticks, and Country K. We'll see you guys next time.